Michael loves children and animals because he trusts them. I don't think they ask for, it's a very innocent, it's a very safe and innocent entity.
And he doesn't feel safe and innocent around other people?
Well, he's Michael Jackson. I think everybody wants something from him. So, and it's not comfortable when everybody wants or expects something of you, or, you know, you want people to love you for you and not for who you are or what your name is.
In the late 1990s, Jackson befriended Central Indiana AIDS victim Ryan White. Ryan's mother, Jeannie White-Ginder, says she stayed in touch with Jackson, and today she honored a scheduled commitment at the Indianapolis Children's Museum. She talked with 24 Hour News 8's Leslie Olson, one of the first reporters to break the Ryan White AIDS story back in 1984.
It was so hard for Michael to trust anyone because everybody always wanted something from him.
Mrs. Ginder agreed to testify on Jackson's behalf, but was never called to the stand.
Ryan White and his family spent some very happy times at Jackson's Neverland Ranch. And joining me right now is Ryan's mom, Jeannie White-Ginder. Good morning, Jeannie.
Good morning, Maggie.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And for bringing this lovely album. We were looking through this. It is pages and pages and pages of memories with Michael Jackson, including the first time that you ever visited Neverland. Let me show everybody that you captured here. What was Ryan's favorite thing to do at Neverland?
Oh, gosh. Right, I think that the movie, he liked the movie theater. He just liked being able to do anything you want, order anything you want. It was just a very fun time for Ryan. I mean, there was just a lot of things. He liked Bubbles. Bubbles was there, and he liked Bubbles, and it was just a fun time.
And what was Michael like with him? What was that relationship like?
You know, I think people at first became friends with Ryan because they kind of felt sorry for him. And Michael was always so amazed. I think maybe that was the truth with Michael. But once you met Ryan, you didn't feel sorry for him. And Michael said, you know, Ryan never talked about his illness. And he said, you know, he never wanted anybody to feel sorry for him. So I think they really had this good communication of, you know, respect for each other. Michael just loved kids. He didn't care what race you were, what color you were, what was your handicap, what was your disease. Michael just loved all children.
And I know that he did something incredibly special when he found out what Ryan's favorite car was.
Yes, a 1989 Mustang. Michael bought Ryan a 1989 Mustang. And, you know, just to see the joy on kids' faces. I mean, we got a call from the dealership that said that they had a car, you know, for Ryan. But I think the neatest thing that Michael did was do the Gone Too Soon video.
Yes, after Ryan passed.
Oh my gosh.
And not only did Michael Jackson go to the funeral, sit with you, afterwards he sat inside the red Mustang and tell me about that moment, because that was incredible.
Well, the car was sitting outside in the yard and people were pouring flowers. You know, everybody had to leave a memento. And Andrea and Michael went out to the car. And
your daughter, Andrea.
My daughter, Andrea. And Michael started the car up, and Man in the Mirror was playing. And the littlest things made Michael so happy. And you could just see it in his eyes and everything. I mean, he was smiling from ear to ear, and he said, I was the last person that Ryan listened to. And I said, yes, because Ryan played Man in the Mirror over and over and over again.
And then he wrote a song, the song you mentioned for Ryan.
3 days after Ryan's funeral, Michael called me and asked me how I was doing. And I said, Michael, what made you and Ryan so close? He said, you know, Jeannie, most people can't get over the all who I am, so nobody ever acts normal around me. He said, Ryan knew how I wanted to be treated because that's how he wanted to be treated. And he said, trust Jeannie. I can't trust anyone because everybody always wants something from me. And then he says, Jeannie, I promised Ryan he could be in my next video. But now that he's gone, he said, I can't put him in my video, but could I do a video for him? And I was like, that's unbelievable. I mean, that you would do a video. Yeah. And he did the video called Gone Too Soon, which, I mean, you know, that's a memory that will stay forever.
I'm sure. Thank you for sharing all your special memories. It's great having you on.
Isn't that great? Not sick at all. No more cancer. All gone. All gone.
He's taller than me now.
When they told him he was going to die. Isn't that great?
They told my parents to plan for his funeral. My children and me know what rejection is. To be neglected, to be spit on. Only because of our status in life or what we were going through. And Michael did not have that. He said, come to him, not just Gavin, but Star and Davelin and me, and called us his family. And Gavin was the one that asked him, could I call you Daddy? And Michael said, of course. And so, through him, it sparked Star and Davelin calling him Daddy Michael. Very innocent and beautiful relationship. My first impression was that he's a very loving, caring, humble man. He took us under his wing when nobody else would.
Before the charges were brought, way before.
In fact, the kid who is now charging him and his mother were there that day.
Really?
And we sat in the kitchen having coffee and donuts and sodas, and his mother and the kid said they were willing to go on television to say what a great person Michael Jackson was.
Hold it right there. Back to last February when you met the mother and the kid. What did you think when you heard it was that mother and that kid?
I was stunned because they were there to tell me that day what a great person he was.
Were you going to
And he tried to do so much for them. And they told me that Michael was the one who helped cure this child of cancer. Just his love and his support, and that they were able, the same people who were able to say that they were capable of then turning their backs on him and making these just awful allegations for the sake of money or whatever it was just, I just felt really betrayed. Mm-hmm.
We, the jury, in the above entitled case, find the defendant not guilty.